Hi friends, my name is Bhavya Mangla. I'm ITF qualified auditor. I'm doing audit for the automotive sector for the last 17 years. I'm again back with a very interesting topic. What is the key difference between responsibility and authority? Now, by the time you will see this complete video, you will find what is the meaning of responsibility, authority, what is the purpose of it, what are the key differences between responsibility and authority, what are the challenges that industry is facing with respect to responsibility and authority. So let me first start with the definition, the basic definition about responsibility. So when we talk about responsibility, it is basically the duty, it is the obligation, or you can say the accountability of that particular person to do a particular thing. When we talk about authority, then we are talking about the power, we are talking about the right to control, the command, or the issue a person can give with respect to anything. If we talk with respect to ISO 9001 as well as IATF 16949, there are certain purposes which have been defined with respect to responsibility and authority. And if you look into the quality manual of any organization, you will find in detail about each and every position, there are certain responsibility and authority that are being defined. So that shows the importance of it. Now, that's other thing that generally how much it is being implemented. So when we talk about the key purposes, there are 5 key purposes with respect to responsibility and authority which the system is saying. The first one is that whether the management system is conforming to the requirement or not. It could be quality, environment, safety, it could be anything, but whether it is fulfilling to the requirement. It could be with respect to internal auditing, management review, effectiveness of the customer requirements, all that will be a part of that management system conformance. The second important thing is that whether the management system is delivering as per the intended result, that whatever the management had thought about the quality objectives, environment objectives, whether they are being fulfilled or not. The third one is with respect to reporting about the performance of the management system to the top management. So here the intent is that whether the management is knowing that what is happening in the organization, what is the performance, where we are going right, where we are going wrong, that is another thing. Then another responsibility is with the purpose is with respect to promoting the customer focus and the customer satisfaction. Here the intent is that whatever we are doing with respect to identifying the responsibility and authority, our key purpose is that whether customer is satisfied or not. And the last and the fifth most important thing is how we are ensuring the integrity of the management system. That whether the quality, environment, safety, information security, or it could be anything else, whether it is being ensured and maintained whenever any changes are happening, it could be merger, acquisition, restructuring. So all those things are some of the key possibilities for that. To give a simple example of responsibility and authority, when we talk about any country's parliament or the prime minister or president, they have got the authority to make some rules. And when we talk about the common people, then they have the responsibility to follow that. It can be with respect to wearing the seat belt, wearing the mask, maybe wearing helmet while driving the two-wheeler. So all those things are some rules which have been coming from the top, and the common people have to follow that. To talk some key differences between responsibility and authority. So when we talk about responsibility, we are talking about it's an outcome of an authority that somebody has told you to do something. And when we talk about authority, it is a right to give a command that you need to do this particular thing, something which happens in the organization also very often. When we talk about authority, it is an ability to give the orders. And when we talk about responsibility, it is an ability to follow the orders. Generally, when we talk about responsibility, it is for a certain period of time. You have been given something, you do that particular thing, and then responsibility is over. So, for example, you have been told to do the inspection of a particular lot, you do that, your responsibility ends there. But when we talk about authority, it generally remains for a longer period. And sometimes, generally, the responsibility is also called superior and the subordinate relationship. When we talk about authority, it is generally called a formal position in any particular organization. In general, authority is delegated from senior to junior, but responsibility cannot be delegated to anybody. It has to be done. And it is also being observed and seen that generally, if you see, the responsibility goes from lower to upward side. And when we talk about authority, it goes from top to bottom. If I give you some example with respect to responsibility in an organization, it can be some people have been assigned the job of doing the job setup or maybe in-process inspection, making some records. These all are part of responsibility. And when we talk about authority, maybe some people have been given the authority to stop the production or the shipment in case they feel the quality is not being fulfilled or there is some problem with respect to that. Well, in another way, if you see, both responsibility and authority, they are both sides of the same coin, because they both are equally important in any organization. But in case there is an imbalance, say for example there is too much authority and very responsibility, then that also creates a problem, which is generally seen in some family run organization where the entire authority runs around only one person. So for a shorter duration it looks good, but in long duration it creates a lot of problems for the organization. Similarly, when too much responsibility is given to the people and they're not being given enough authority, that also creates the imbalance. And that is generally seen in management system with respect to the role of management representative or MR, because the MR is supposed to do each and everything but without any authority. And that could be the reason that why in this latest version of 2015 there is no specific name like MR. That could be one of the key reasons for that. If I talk about some of the key challenges that industry is facing with respect to clarity about responsibility and authority, the first and the very interesting thing is, who is responsible for quality? Is it the production process or the quality process? The second key challenge is that how often the top management gives the authority down the line to the people, or they prefer to keep all the authorities with themselves. Thirdly, and very important, how often the top management uses their authority to see that whether the management system is working effectively or not. So if I do a summary with respect to the key differences between responsibility and authority, so when we talk about responsibility, it is about outcome of an authority. When we talk about authority, it is a right to give the command. When we talk about responsibility, it is an ability to follow the orders. And in authority, it is the ability to give the orders. Generally, the responsibility cannot be delegated to anyone, but authority can be delegated from senior to junior. And generally, it is being seen that authority goes from top to bottom, but in case of responsibility, it goes from bottom to up. My next video will be with respect to the key difference between warranty and recall. I'm regularly getting a lot of feedback from your side and they are helping me to understand your expectations. So please do continue that. And in case you want to understand a little bit more about this particular video, if you click the below link, you will find a blog there, and there you will find this particular video in much more detail. I'm regularly getting a lot of feedback, and from that I could understand that you're liking these videos as well as the blogs. So please subscribe to them, bhavyamangla.com. Thank you very much.